Hello my fellow traders, this is Martin Jensen from Trade It Simple. So this morning the UK inflation figures came out and all of the data beat expectations, and that in turn made the pound climb all over the board. Before we get into trade opportunities, I would like to remind you that although the data was better than expected, it's still not great. I mean, for example, the month-on-the-month CPI was minus 0.2% instead of minus 0.3%. And once the market realized that, we will probably see some pullbacks. Anyhow, the data still shows improvement and it may set the tone for the rest of the week, so let's talk about some interesting setups here. Let's start with Euro Pound. The daily chart shows that the rate has rebounded from the falling trendline resistance from the May highs, but what's more important is this falling gap resistance at 71.65. We have a well-defined range now. The gap is now resistance and it has been tested twice already. So while we are trading below this level, I feel pretty bearish. The other thing I'm looking at is this possible symmetrical triangle formation, and I would be looking for the price now trading lower to test the lower boundary of the triangle at around 69.70 level. On the 4-hour chart, we can see something of a double top formation at the falling trend line. The neckline has been broken and tested as the new resistance. Also, the bullish momentum on the RSI has been broken, so all the signs show we should be trading lower. The other pair I would like to talk about is the pound dollar, of course. Again, we have a very well defined line in the sand here. It's been stuck in range for the past month, and we should be looking for a break higher above this 56.75 level. If it breaks above and can hold it as the new support, we should be looking higher at the test of the previous highs at 59.20 and the major psychological level at 160. The problem here is that we are getting the inflation figures from US tomorrow, and if we see something similar there as we did today, the better than expected data, it will most likely reinforce the US interest rate speculation, and the dollar will probably gain all over the board. I am not really looking to sell this pair, so in scenario with a strong dollar, I would choose a different pair. We have tons of support here, and only if we see a daily close below 54.25 level, I will maybe start looking for bearish opportunities. Alright, that's it for me today. I would just like to remind you that you have the opportunity to win 1 year of free Trade It Simple signal service. All you have to do is purchase our Forex Basics course till September the 1st. Alright, have a great rest of the week. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.